Hey guys, Pauly Howard. I'm with Fox Sports Radio for the card Monday, March 13th. Before I tell you what I'm betting, time to rant run. Here we go with the Madness Selection Sunday Committee. Not bad. Get Syracuse out of there. I said that on Sunday. Syracuse had no business getting in. 2-13 road neutral. One game away from one game outside of the state before January 1st. Get out. You stunk in the non-conference. You lost to Georgetown, St. John's, and UConn. They shouldn't have been considered. Thank God the committee got that one right. Illinois State, I would have put them in. I don't care what league you play in. You win 27 games in this bad bubble, you should be in. As far as, I wouldn't have Kansas State in either. Under 500 in league play in the Big 12. Not an impressive non-conference. I'm glad USC got in. I would have had Kansas State out. Now, as far as the seeding, oh my God. SMU is 6th seed, 30-4. They've won 26 of their last 27. They only lost by 2 at Cincinnati. Vandy a 9, 15 losses. I believe that's a record. Most losses for an at-large team. Middle Tennessee a 12, 30-4. Ran out Vandy, beat Ole Miss, beat NC Wilmington, beat Michigan State last year in the tournament. 30 wins. A 12? Really? Come on. And Baylor a 3. Give me a break. Minnesota a 5 against a 12. You see a short point spread in that one. Minnesota only a 1-point favorite. And Middle Tennessee State money, rightfully so. Baylor only a 12-point favorite against New Mexico State from the god-awful WAC. Remember, Baylor vomited on themselves the last 2 years. Lost to Yale in the first round, one and done. Lost to Georgia State, one and done. See if New Mexico State can shock the world. Also, 8-9. How about Wisconsin? 6-point favorite against Virginia Tech. Rare for a point spread that high in an 8-9 game as well. You know, a disturbing trend here, and we talked about it yesterday. Butler, back-to-back championship games. VCU, Final Four. George Mason, Final Four. Kent State, Elite Eight. Davidson, Elite Eight. Not good for business. They don't want these non-power schools making deeper. Wichita State, Final Four. They don't want these schools making runs in March, so what do? Keep them out. Keep them out. Don't want them in there. Wichita State, Ken Palm had them a top 10 team this year. In his top 10 rankings, they're ranked in the top 20 in the polls. 10 seed. Laughable. Malinsky called it the worst ever for seeding. Last year, play-in game. Was Wichita in if they lost to Illinois State in the championship game? Good question. And then, last year, only 2 at-large bids for a mid-major. 2. This year, 1. I don't count the Atlantic 10. I don't count VCU or Dayton as mid-majors. 1 at-large bid for a true mid-major, St. Mary's. Disturbing trend. It has to stop. Cut it out, committee. It's part of the charm with the first 4 days. Now, tidbits from RJ. A top 4 team has lost in the first round 28 of the 32 years. A double-digit seed has made the Sweet 16 30 of 32 years. That's amazing. That's astonishing there. 27 of the last 28 years, the champion has been a 4 seed or better. ESPN Stats and Info. I love this tweet. 23 teams made the tourney after going undefeated in conference play. 22 of them won a game in the tourney. Since 2009, all 12 teams that made the tournament after going undefeated in conference play won at least one game in the tournament. Vermont and Princeton try to add to it this year. Vermont's live. Princeton is live. Both can win. Vermont, the longest winning streak in the country. So, and another thing they do too, so I got my brackets here. Another thing they do too is they want to match these small schools against each other so that way someone's eliminated and they can get somebody out guaranteed. St. Mary's plays VCU. That's not an accident. Creighton plays Rhode Island. That's not an accident. They do stuff like that every year as well. And this is on purpose as well. Remember a couple years ago, Wichita's undefeated in the 1 seed. They get Kentucky in the second round. Wichita plays Kentucky if they win in the 7-10 game. Plenty of examples like that. Also, I was pissed that USC plays Providence for the second year in a row in the tournament. There was a screw up there. They had to switch teams around because of travel. It was supposed to be USC against Wake. So they had to screw that up because I think, Providence won. They would have played Creighton. That can't happen. Same conference. All that other BS as well. Last 4 bubble teams, all from power conferences. Put Illinois State in. Was it too much to ask? 2 at-large bids? Give me a break. No, a lot with the seeding too. I can't believe they keep betting Duke. Ed Sams at the Westgate said it's nothing but Duke money to win it all. That's crazy. So we'll go over sleepers, all the other stuff coming up later in the week, and odds to win the region. Here's a good stat. Remember the 5 against the 12? Everyone knows every year the 12 beats the 5. But it also applies to betting as well with the ATS. Since 2009, favorites are just 11 and 21 ATS, including 5 and 11 since 2014. A 12 seed has defeated a 5 outright in 18 of the past 21 seasons, and the series is tied 8-8 over the past 4 NC2A tournaments. Time to tell you what I'm betting. Some big feature pro picks over my shoulder. And up at pregame, Goodfella, game of the month in the NBA. Locked and loaded, ready today. And Ben Burns with a 3-star in the NBA as well. 2 picks over my shoulder. You got to have up there at pregame. As always, betting half you on the free play. This is easy. When a team makes a run and they win a conference tournament, they're fade material every single year, every single time in the tournament. Oklahoma State plus the 2. I think Oklahoma State beats Michigan. Betting half a unit on Okie State. Fade Michigan in that one. I've ranted. Now I'm going to run. Good luck out there. We'll talk to you Tuesday on pregame.com.